right, so this can be a really complicated thing to do with completing the square, which more than likely most of you didn't really work on, all right? But there's an app in the calculator that lets me do this very, very straightforward. So I go to calculator and I hit apps, and I hit conics, which is number 4, all right? It lets me find the equations of any of these things. So I want to find the equation of the circle, all right? So I want to find the equation of a circle that's written like that, because if you look at your formula, okay, they all look like that, all right? So the one thing that you have to remember or notice is that in here, the equation is equal to 0. These equations are not equal to 0, which means for both of these equations, you're going to have to move the 83 over to the other side, and you're going to have to move the 8 over to the other side. All right, so for this first set of equations, you're going to have a minus 83 equals 0. And for this, you're going to have a minus 8 equals 0. Okay, now the calculator will spit out that the center is that, and it will spit out that the radius is 5, because if the diameter is 10, that means the radius has to be 5. So basically, I'm going to go through here, and I'm going to put these things in one at a time and see which one comes out to be the right answer. All right, so I go back to my calculator, and I choose that one, and then all I have to do is put in these numbers. Now the a, you can see the x squared and the y squared are not next to each other, but they have the same first value, and they always will. All right, so it's going to be a 1 basically every time. B is the number in front of the x, which is a -2 if I'm doing number 1, so -2. C is the number in front of the y, which is a -8. And then D is the number by itself, which is also a -8. And then I hit alpha, enter, to have it solve it. And it tells me the center is 1, 4, and the radius is 5, which is exactly what I was looking for, which means that the answer is going to be, by luck, the first one. I'm really quick going to change this back into, all right, what I had going on there. Let me bring this back up here, maybe. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to escape out of that. Then I'm going to change this to what it was for number 2. Choice 2 was 2, 8, and -8. So 2, 8, and then still -8. Alpha, enter to solve. It's wrong center. All right, you can see that's the wrong center. Okay, and then for the escape, number 3, it was 1, -2, -8, and -83. -2, -8, -83. And then alpha, solve. Okay, radius is 10, trying to trick you. All right, wanted the diameter to be 10. And then if I change that to 2, 8, it's just going to change the center. Alpha, enter. All right, comes out to be that. So that's why that's the answer. As silly as it is, that's a guaranteed Regents question. You have to be able to do it. The calculator will do it for you every single time. It's got to know how to put it in there correctly.